Hello, true duelists. My name is Metrosexual Karibo, and welcome to the new card report. The reveals continue from Animation Chronicle 2024. The last Animation Chronicle gave the game a $100 hard once per turn Rhoda, and the most expensive card to single-handedly lose you a duel in time in the form of transaction rollback. Or maybe just the least affordable card in that Joshua Schmidt paleo list that you've been wanting to net deck but can't afford. Who knows? So how do we follow up that tremendous line of support? Well, with a line of support for a card that has never been even remotely playable ever before, and also the best thing that zombies have gotten in a hot minute, it's the duality of anime cards, so let's take a look at these. Starting with the Allure Queen cards, because this is what got dedicated support this time around. Hope you like Thousand Eyes Restrict but bad, because it's getting a lot of support. Getting it out of the way, Allure Queen is a series of monsters from Cyberdark Impact, a set once considered to be one of the worst ones in the game from all the way back in 2006. None of these cards have had reprints, and level 3 can target a level 3 or lower monster the opponent controls to equip it to itself. That's it. During the standby phase, if it's alive and has a monster equipped by its own effect, it can then level up into 5. 5 is exactly the same, but targets a level 5 or lower monster, and ranks up into 7, which can target any one monster. Doesn't need a level. How quaint is that? They can all save themselves by destruction from battle by removing the equipped monsters, and will gain nothing else from having those monsters equipped. No attack, and level 7 maxes out at 1500 attack. They've never been good, and as a matter of fact, they've always been bad. And the lack of reprints mixed with this support means that we've got a level 7 pumped up to about $20 now from its previous $5, because spend money. So, how do we fix all that? Well, the start is with Golden Allure Queen, a Link 3 Dark Spellcaster with 2500 attack and some Nightmare Unicorn arrows. The materials to summon this are 3 Spellcaster monsters. And if Link summoned, you can special summon 1 Allure Queen monster from your deck or grave, and this card will gain 1500 attack until the end of the turn. While it's on the field, Allure Queen effects will become quick effects, and once per turn when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can destroy 1 card on the field, and your Allure Queen monsters can't be destroyed by card effect for the rest of the turn. This is in and of itself an Allure Queen, so it becomes destruction-proof in terms of its effect, and is a Link 3 that summons from the deck with no Link climbing restrictions, meaning it's one of the worst access code lines compared to Selene, but it is funny to imagine using Allure Queen and a Garnet in your deck to make a Link 4. Really, making the Allure Queen's quick effects is about as good as this can get, beyond giving more battle protection, I guess. They now have an actual means of disruption on the opponent's turn. This is still locked to being used in the main phase, if I understand correctly, but even if that's true, that's miles above what Allure Queen was previously. It's just too bad you need a pendulum engine or something to spam this out consistently, or I assume, because what else is spamming out 3 spellcasts? Allure Palace is a field spell because we're just fixing these cards, goddammit, and doing it every way Konami knows how. This will give all your spellcasters 500 attack and defense, making Allure Queen level 7 a 2k beater. Oh, damn. It will also give all Allure Queens the following effect. You can send this card equipped with a card by its own effect to the grave to special summon a spellcaster with 1500 or less attack from the deck. And thrice per turn, you can send a card from your hand to the graveyard to take an Allure Queen monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it to the opponent's field. Through the spell, you can give the opponent easier access to your new Link monster than you can give to yourself. Amazing. But it does let you get correct levels to upgrade your queen, and the effect to summon another queen from the deck will let you use the higher levels effects, since they specify being summoned by the effect of an Allure Queen, and not the effect, an effect. So it works. You can just bump up into level 7 through it. So that's nice. It's like they designed it to work, and it does. They did the bare minimum. This does make summoning level 7 much more viable to do, for however important that is to blorp an opponent's monster on the opponent's turn. That is a very good effect, I just don't know that teching in a field spell and the worst garnets imaginable is worth it for Thousand Eyes Restrict. I suppose we'll find out, since there is one more card to go. Allure Dance is a continuous spell that on activation adds an Allure Queen monster or Allure Palace from deck to hand. This will also give Allure Queen monsters attack equal to the attack of monsters equipped to them, which should have been there on the original effects from day 1, but I guess it's better late than never. And once per turn, you can send 1 other spell or trap to the grave to special summon as many Allure Queen monsters with different names as possible from your grave. So they got a pseudo hysteric party, which is pretty cool, but a spell card, and really a tanky, and ways to get queens to survive battle without having to get rid of their upgrade effects. Just Finally, they're monsters and not pylons on the field. In terms of making Allure Queen playable, good God, this is phenomenal. Like, they needed this. Each and every one. Each card has a great effect to make them function in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! The problem is you kind of do need each of them to make them viable in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just saying, if you twin twister the new spells, it kind of falls apart entirely, which is super lame. Plus, you need 3 spellcasters to get out Golden Allure Queen, which is a pretty big ask for a deck that needs a level 5 and a level 7 to be making plays with no inherent special summoning effect. Especially when you remember that Links and Xyz don't have levels and 3 and 5 are useless. Like you can't even take the level 4s, which is pretty common. I don't know. It's really good for Allure Queen, but I really feel the need to stress how low the bar is for that set. That anything is good for Allure Queen by virtue of how bad those cards are. And for zombies and fiends, there's now the Duke of Demise. Remember this card from the anime? I don't, but it's really good in the actual game, so that's all that matters to me. This level 6 Dark Fiend fusion monster needs any 2 fiends and or zombies as material to summon, has 2,000 attack and 1,700 defense. It does have an upkeep cost of 500 life points per standby phase while it's on your field, or it'll be destroyed, but it's worth it because it can't be destroyed by battle. No, I'm kidding. It's worth it because it gives you an additional normal summon per turn in your main phase. And if it does go to the grave, you can even banish it to target a level 4 or higher fiend or zombie in the grave and add it to your hand. So for zombies, you can fuse any of your great monsters that you want in the grave and will let you abuse the abundance of normal summons the deck might have, such as Unizombie or Gozuki. And you can fuse it making, Mizukis to get Gozukis to Badabuki or whatever the hell it is zombies are doing these days. I don't know. Baylor Drock's a hell of a card. And you can even do the dreaded normal summon glow up bloom and not be terrible for it. And best of all, it can be made using fiends as well, which is just terrific because it means you can now tech in Fright for Patchwork and Edge Imp Chain for the simple fusion engine with no detriment. I'm personally excited for this because in Chimera, I can now fuse Edge Imp Chain and Baphomet, which were previously kind of useless together. And now I can even get bonus normal summons to maybe get an additional Baphomet out of my hand for when I'm really pricked up. Plus, I can use normals like Sword Knight and Baphomet itself and Gazelle. It's really good in Chimera. So I'm actually hyped. I'm stoked on it, would be the word. I'm stoked and toked. I'm fully yoked. I'm legally a Karibo. It's just a really, really good card, okay? It's also level 6 and a Fiend, so I'm obligated to mention things like Beatrice and even that Fiendsmith engine probably, which have insane implications. So, yeah, it's got simple retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Design in the art, and it's damn good. I must be the DB grinder, because I gotta say it, you love to see it. There's also 2 other cards, actually. One's this equip that has an effect that I've put on the screen. I guess it's a solid little tech if you're desperate to equip it to Baylor Drock and then fuse it off. No, this sucks. I'm not wasting any more time on it. The other thing I'll mention is Spirit Shield, a continuous trap that once per battle, when an opponent's monster attacks, can banish a fiend or zombie from the grave to negate the attack. That's pretty useless, but once per turn, when the opponent activates a card that would destroy a card or cards you control, you can again banish a fiend or zombie from the grave to negate that activation. And during the end phase, if you don't control a fiend or zombie, this will destroy itself. Actually, I don't think this is worth mentioning at all, but I've recorded this now, so whatever. It's the new card. I've covered it. I've reported on it. I've done my due diligence. Amazing. Duke of Demise is insanely good. Nightmare Goblin is back and is no longer legally distinct from Zelda, but it is now non-legally distinct from Dark Souls enemy number 12. What a great, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So that'll wrap it up for this new card report. Just covering some of the new cards in this one. The update will of course be out on Friday. Shoutouts as always go to the LIFD Magnetic Display, the best way to support my channel currently and the True Duelist approved way to see a Karibo do this. Okay, no, it's the best way to show off your cards. But if you want to get one of these with 50% save for yourself, because we're all fans of money, you can type promo code YGOStrats15 at the checkout or click the link in the description. Either way, huge shoutouts to LIFD as always for the support, and thank you for watching. That covers it for this one. I'm Burbibo. My name is Bobo. Bibo Baba Bibo. Baba Baby Boba. I'm having a stroke on the mic here, whatever. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. Press your smoking Italian wife. Become a true duelist. You know the deal. Let's do it. 10,000, 10 more subscribers. I'm done here. See you later.